Hi, it's Charity, and welcome to another one box challenge or one tile challenge. Now, I know I've already done this before, but I saw a video by Sandra Picca, and I'm probably not saying that name right, but I will link her channel below. And she was doing something where they were trying to meet in the middle, and there were two Sims. So I thought it would be a great idea to do this challenge with 8 Sims and to basically put everyone on a different floor in the same corner of the lot. Now they're trying to meet each other, but they're going to have to build the stairs all the way over on the opposite corner of the lot. So unless they can build out all the way over there, they're not allowed to meet each other. So each one has a different skill they're going to be using, maybe 1 or 2 skills. So some skills are going to be grouped together, and they're only allowed to make money using those skills. I'm going to rotate through each one. And basically what I've done for the first part of this challenge is all of their needs are frozen. So the only one that has their needs unfrozen is the one that I'm working with first, and this is the photographer. And the reason why I'm using the photographer first is because you can get pictures on your phone and sell them in your inventory. And that's how we're going to be starting out this challenge. Now, in order to move on to the next sim, I need to expand this area out and at least get him a bush and a lunchbox so that he can sleep, go to the bathroom, and eat and not die, basically. And then I'm going to use his funds to purchase the next person, Jayla Nance. I'm going to buy her a computer, and she is going to earn money with programming and video gaming. So at that point, I will unfreeze her needs, and Randolph Brito, which is our photographer, will have his needs never frozen. So he will have to take care of himself when I move on to Jaylene. And then Jaylene will have to build out her little area with a bush and a lunchbox, and then pass it on to Carlo. But before she passes it on to Carlo, she will have to earn him also a computer because he needs a computer for writing. He's going to use the writing skill to get a bush and a lunchbox, and then pass it on to Taryn Waite, who is our painter. So that means he needs to buy her an easel and at least 50 simoleons to make her first painting. And then the painter will get enough money and pass it on to Lorena Krutzing. I did all these random. I should not have done random names. Okay, I don't know what her last name is, but Lorena is going to be using pottery and also the small business, probably selling it through a small business. And then we're going to pass it on to Vivian Gold, who's going to use handiness. And then Shauna Whitman is going to use musical instruments. And I'm going to allow her to use also the media station. So she's going to be able to make mixtapes and probably also DJ booths and any instrument that she can get her hands on. Because basically you cannot license more than one song for each instrument. So then she's going to pass it on to Tabitha, who is going to be our botanist. So she's going to be growing plants, and she's also going to be flower arranging. And then we will cycle back to Randolph and probably establish some kind of cycle. I'm not exactly sure what that cycle will be. Maybe 16 hours or something of that nature. But the issue is that I need to have their needs fulfilled before they can work on their stuff. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit difficult, and we'll see how this goes. But basically what I want to do is maybe cycle through once a day for each character and use that day to first get their needs up, then use their skill to make some money, and then cycle back around. And some of them, unfortunately, are going to get royalties during the week, so I'm not sure how this is going to all work out. We'll play it as we go. And for the first one, it's oh so exciting. Take a photo. And what I'm actually going to do is sell these from his inventory by selecting sell to publication. And the reason why I'm doing it that way is because even though it's slower and takes up a little bit of time, he gets fame for it. And I think we can boost his output by using his fame. And another thing that we will be doing with him, I think, is maybe nectar making or mixology, because just doing photos is going to be too boring with him. So that's why he actually has the master chef aspiration, because I think I'm going to make him a mixologist. What I really should have done is given him the nectar making aspiration, but maybe we'll switch it up later. And we are 1-star celebrity. Okay, I just added it up. I will be needing 1,705 simoleons minimum in order to buy everything I need for this guy and for the computer programmer. Maybe I should have put the painter second. And we maxed the photography skill. We're getting there. What are you talking about? You've used your phone this entire time. Why do you have separation anxiety? Well, maybe if I can get him to play with his phone. Oh, he's browsing the web. Does that help? Maybe he has to do an entertainment thing. Yeah, okay. So if he plays a game, it immediately goes away. Okay, let's just go ahead and do something for the photographer. And what we need is actually a 3x2 space at a minimum, because unfortunately, the bush doesn't work unless there's enough room. Okay, that's all that we need to get her started. Is she needs to have a computer and a place to sit and a place to put the computer. So I guess I made too much money. And we should spend the rest of the 278 simoleons on something for this guy. Could we get a shower? Probably not. Nope. We could get a sink, but I'm not sure that that is going to really help us too much. I'm hoping that he can use this. We'll have to test it. Okay, and he actually is going to wash his dish in the sink. Okay, so that's actually good. Now, can you use the bush? And he can. All right, so he should be set up here, and hopefully he will take care of his own needs. I know that sometimes they don't. So the next one, Jayla, we are going to enable your need decay now. And then I got it as close as I could to 0 simoleons. We'll go ahead and let her have the 3. And maybe we'll get a job for her. Okay, so we're going to get the video game streamer job, and we're not going to be able to do this unless we can work from home, although it does require you to cross promote at venues, which means we probably will not be able to do the at-home task. So we're not going to make money from the actual job, but what we can make money from is the ability to make business plans and sell them to investors. Oh, update online bio with business headshot. Yes, we will accept that assignment. That's easy. Okay, for that, we need to take a photo. And we got 80 simoleons for that. All right, and then I am going to go ahead and allow her to sell this to a publication. I know that she's not using photography, but we got this as a job assignment, so that's allowed. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is maybe live stream and get our entrepreneurship up, because that's the only way that we're going to make money. Okay, now I just need to research business plans. Once she hits level 3 in entrepreneurship, then we can research the business plans and eventually sell them to investors. Okay, we also reached programming level 2, and that means we can do hacking. Oh, we got 752 from that investor. I like how I can contact angel investors for funding while I'm hacking. I didn't realize that we would be able to do both at the same time. So that's actually a pretty complimentary pair of things to do. Okay, now I do need to get a toilet because she's going to be very uncomfortable. Okay, and then we get something to eat, and we continuously contact our angel investors for funding. And I might have enough to get the guy below me a computer right now. Okay, that is plenty of money to get this guy a computer and get him started on his writing career, which writing is going to be tough. Okay, there's the basics. Now we need to spend the other 935 simoleons on something for her. Maybe I can get a toilet and a bed? I'm not sure. I can actually get a toilet and a bed and maybe even a shower. Oh, that's awesome. But that's it. And then we're going to need to have somewhere to put this. I don't know where this is going to fit, where she can actually use it. Can we get a sink? I don't think that's going to work. We're going to have to expand this a little bit. That only cost 120. Well, you've got a good start going on here. I only have 99 simoleons, though. It is not enough to get a sink. That's so disappointing. I wanted a sink. It just means that she's not going to automatically wash her dishes and that everything is going to be a mess up here. And I forgot, we'll just use wallpaper in order to get rid of the rest of their money, either wallpaper or flooring, because eventually we want it to be painted anyway. So that concludes our person who is earning money with computers. And that will be her bed, and she can just go to sleep whenever she wants, and she can also play games. Hopefully she'll do some career streaming. However, if she shouldn't earn any money. I don't think she'll earn any money unless she actually completes these live streams for her job. If she does, I'll have to come up here and spend the money on her, because the way this works is that now that Randolph has purchased her computer and her desk and her thing, and she's starting to make money now, everything else she has to do herself, and she has to spend it on herself. And I'm spending all of their money before I move on to the next person. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about bills when they come due. So this person now has to be an author. Let me just rearrange this, because I think it's better if the desk is over here, because that just works out better when I'm trying to expand this apartment. Okay, and you have to work and earn money by being a writer. And I think your needs are now activated, so let's just get going practicing writing. Oh, you can write obituaries. Does that give you money right away? And we don't actually need to practice writing unless it's something that we have to do. Oh, write for an hour while inspired and write 2 books. No. Okay, so we can write a book. I think we're going to start by writing a children's book, just because I know that can get you money. Did I get penny pixies? I think that was penny pixies. Okay, so penny pixies are going to be available for everyone. Okay, we can also find a job with him, and maybe he can be a freelance writer, because I think maybe you can do something with that. I mean, I don't want to be an author or anything like that, because you have to go in, and I'm not sure if you could work from home for that one, but a freelance writer should be fine. And we'll go ahead and take a gig. We need to chat with the client, write marketing copy, and get marketing copy approved. Okay, we wrote a book, and that is actually worth 25 simoleons. But I'm going to allow him to publish from in here by getting a mailbox, which we can sell this one now because we're going to have a mailbox in his room. And we have mailboxes in some other people's places too. I don't know if he can get to that, but maybe he can. Okay, yes, he can get to that. Okay, we chatted with the client. Now we need to write 3 marketing copies and get the marketing copies approved. The only thing is that I'm not sure that this counts against our writer's block. I'm hoping that it doesn't. So if writing marketing copies doesn't count against the writer's block, whenever he has writer's block from writing a book, hopefully I can get rid of it or bypass it and wait it out by doing the freelance jobs. I'm not sure if the writer's block will block him, but we'll see. Oh, he's actually washing his hands. I did not know they would wash their hands if they had a hygiene need. Oh well, that's actually a good thing. Oh no, he won't write marketing copies anymore. Yeah, I think that kind of means that writer's block is a thing. Although I don't see writer's block. Let's try writing a short story. Yeah, he has writer's block, but he's not tense. There's supposed to be a tense buff that tells you when it's over. Well, that's unfortunate. He doesn't have the carefree trait. Annoying. Well, maybe writing obituaries? Nope, we can't do that either. I can't do any writing, really. He's only uncomfortable. He's not really uncomfortable. So maybe we'll work on our social a little bit. Okay, it wasn't writer's block. I restarted the game and it seems like he's able to write again. Maybe next time I should write all 3 marketing copies before getting any of them approved. Maybe that's what bugged it. Oh yeah, because I have write marketing copy is done, but I can't get it approved because there's nothing in my inventory. Oh, I might have to delete that job. That stinks. Okay, I got 400 simoleons. Oh, that's Jaylene's though. All right, so we have to spend 400 simoleons on Jaylene. And Jaylene, I'm going to have her maybe call in sick. She doesn't have vacation days. Ineligible for vacation time. Okay, so she's going to call in sick as often as she can because she shouldn't be earning money. Oh no, he stopped. Ah, that's going to be bad. What if he finds a pen pal? That's considered writing, right? We can get postcards. It's not going to earn us a lot of money, but it might earn us something. I think he needs a secondary skill. And I can't decide what his secondary skill should be. Okay, so bladder failure. And we're still very uncomfortable. Oh, well, that's a problem. All right, he's never going to be able to write. We have to wait for his payment to come in and hope that we can get a bush. Okay, he can blog about his feelings. Does that get him any money? Probably not. It does. No, never mind. That was Jayla. 86 simoleons is Jayla's. Yeah, blogging about his feelings did not do anything. He can write obituaries, and that gets him the thanatology skill. Maybe he'll use thanatology because it's also tied to writing. And does it get him any money? That's the question. No. It does not get him any money. So what good is it? Oh, check for pen pal replies. We'll do that next. Okay, so we have a pen pal. And next we can maybe write to our pen pal. I'm not sure. I've never really done this before. Maybe it's under web. No. Socialize. Write letter to. Okay. And then we'll also try and find another pen pal. Okay, we could get an instant hygiene with our satisfaction points. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Because if I can get rid of this filthy plus or uncomfortable +2, then I have hungry +1 and tired +1. And embarrassed +5. Why 2, 3, 4? Why is these overriding my embarrassment? At least I might be able to be inspired if I drink this. It's all I have, and I can only do this once. He's going to be coming exhausted in 30 minutes. There's no way he's going to get through drinking this stupid thing until he goes through every single emotion possible. All right, now he's very embarrassed, which, hey, it's not the best, but maybe he can finish writing this marketing copy. Oh, it lets me resume it, thankfully. I was so afraid I was going to have to start all over. Well, here's to hoping that I can finish it. Okay, what did I get the 8 simoleons for? Oh no, my books. 8 simoleons. Oh, that's terrible. Writing is going to be terrible. You have to be a freelance writer. Oh no, he didn't finish. There's no other way to do this other than doing the freelance writing. I should not have wasted my time on writing those books. Lesson learned, don't write the books. Just do the freelance writing, because the gig payout is 425 simoleons, and your first books don't make anything. They make crap. There's no way I'm going to get him to be not tired. I should have bought like a potion that made him inspired instead of the hygiene one. I made a mistake. Yeah, I could have got him an inspired potion. No, I couldn't. Those are 200. I could only get the hygiene one. That's all I had enough for. All right, well, I did the best I could. Now the only question is, can I make any sort of money whatsoever to be able to get him a bush? Because he needs to be able to expand this and get a bush. I don't think that he has any way except for those pen pals. Okay, so I'm going to have to try and do it with the pen pals, which is going to be tough. Oh, I can ask for a postcard, finally. Maybe his second skill can be mischief. Oh, there's something in the mailbox. Okay, did we get something? Let's check the mailbox. Did we get something? We got a postcard. And it's only worth 20 simoleons. That's not enough. I can't really sell these. Oh, but it's inspiring decor. I don't think that will make a difference, but maybe I'll try using this because he's too tired and he's hungry. And even with the inspiring decor and the +2 from writing obituaries, maybe we'll just write more obituaries. Yeah, but we're not going to overcome +4. Maybe if he gets creative. All right, maybe we write obituaries. We get the creative buff. Luckily, I don't know if we will or not, but he likes writing. And then maybe we can get enough to overcome this uncomfortable +4. He's going to pass out. I don't know if he has room to pass out. No, he doesn't have room to pass out. Okay, that is a problem. If they don't have room to pass out, yeah, I know most of them actually don't have room to pass out. Oh, what is all this? You have a sink. Why aren't you washing stuff? Anyway, I knew that was a possibility. If they don't have room to pass out, I'm going to have to figure out a way to make them pass out. I should have made him lazy or something and be able to nap in this. Yeah, lesson learned. Maybe lazy is a good strategy, because if they're lazy, they can nap in a chair. And, oh yeah, everybody else is kind of, their needs are deteriorating. Every time I reload the game, this happens. I don't know why. The disabled need decay does not save. Okay, so I reset his ability to pass out and teleported him outside, which I realize he's not supposed to come outside, but there's no room to pass out in the box. So, yeah. This actually is not going to help me, though, because I don't think it gets him back down to his uncomfortable +2. It just keeps him as exhausted. Yeah, that doesn't really help me. We'll just continue asking for more postcards. That's the only thing I can do, is just keep asking for postcards. Oh, we got flirty. We got flirty. Oh no, he immediately got unflirty. Okay, so he has flirty plus 3 plus this El Canto Whirly. But if he's not writing, it makes him very uncomfortable. What if I quickly switch over to the freelancer? I can't. He's too uncomfortable. Oh, what can you do to get flirty? Because while he's writing, I can select it. Okay, so maybe I get him to do that. And then I go over to resume this. And he likes writing. So if I drop this, will this get in? No, it doesn't work. Oh, it should work. It should work, but it doesn't. What if he writes a love email? Is that going to make you more flirty? Maybe Jaylene. Write a love email to Jaylene. And then if he puts his resume writing marketing copy right after that, hopefully it keeps him flirty. I still am going to pass out in 2 hours. No, it doesn't work. Ugh. This is annoying. I thought it would give him another flirty buff, but no. I need one more flirty buff or a happy buff. How can you get a happy buff? Oh, social bunny maybe. If I do a bunch of friendly messages, I will get a new friend, and that will maybe make him happy? Yes! Okay, I have a new friend, which makes him happy, and now I can resume this writing. This is going to be a struggle. I was so close to finishing that, too. Something tells me I'm going to need these inspiring decor plus 3, so I'm not going to sell them. Okay, he had best get this approved, because this is the last one. Yes! I got 663 simoleons. Okay, I can finally buy my bush. Or should I get a bed? A bush might make him uncomfortable. I'm not sure I have enough room for a bed. Let's see. I do need to extend this out at least 2 in order to get a bush or a bed. That does give me enough for a bed, but not a toilet. I think I'm just going to have to go with the bush. That's just how we're going to have to do it. It's going to suck, but otherwise he's going to starve, because I also have to get that cooler. All right. And then maybe we can get a shower. No, not enough for a shower. Going to have to be a sink. Although if I have a sink, that should be enough for him. There's not enough room. Okay, so I have to put the sink on the other side of this. Hopefully he can still get to that. And then I need to see if I can get an easel and extend the next person out at least 1. Oh no, I don't have enough. It's only 148 simoleons. Okay, well, we've got enough to have him survive now. So, he needs to sleep. We're going to take a nap. And then we're going to get something to eat. Why is there a glass of water? Oh, from the instant hygiene. Okay. I was about to say, why is there a glass of water here? Something broke. Did your thing break? Yeah, you fixed that. Hopefully she doesn't kill herself. But yeah, she's going to break. She's going to fix that. I can't afford to pay for repairs. Okay, we should take the one that pays the most. Maybe eye-catching product slogans? Okay, we were able to get all 3 of those approved, and that completes our second job. I think that's where we're going to stop with him, because he has everything he needs to survive. We just needed to get the easel for this person. Okay, and she does need at least 50 simoleons to do her first painting, I believe. Let's see. We can do... The smallest one is 50. So we're going to leave her 50 simoleons, and then he needs to spend the rest of it. Okay, that's his hodgepodge. Yeah. So next one is going to be the painter. She is Taryn Waite. And we're going to hope that she can make a profit on her very first painting, because I am going to be stuck if she can't. Now, the painter is able to usually make good money, so she only gets 2 tiles because her skill object fits in that tile. 51 simoleons. We only made 1 simoleon. Well, at least we made enough, because that would stink if I had to sell it on Plopsy. For one, I can't afford that. All right, so hopefully the next one makes more. Okay, Jaylene earned 86 simoleons while homesick. It's one bad thing about having a job is that they're going to earn money when they're not being played. I'm not so sure that that's a good thing, but that's how she makes the majority of her money, is through that job. So it's not like I can just, yeah, we'll have to figure out something for that later. Oh, good, 74 simoleons. Okay, thankfully. I think you can actually keep doing small paintings and make more of a profit. The large paintings are better profit later. Okay, I'm actually going to quickly start a third painting here because she's inspired and that's part of her aspiration. Okay, now she's fine plus 10, which means I can surge an emotion. And normally I would surge ingenuity for the inspired buff, but I think what we're going to do is maybe bold, because you can do a confident painting, and I want to do some kind of emotional painting, but maybe centered would be better. Oh, I don't know, but you need to complete 3 emotional paintings, and I'm trying to figure out which one would be best. I'm going to go for bold. Okay, and then she's confident for 12 hours, which means I am going to do a confident painting, and then we're going to get this step of the aspiration done. And she's even a 1-star celebrity. Look at that. Now, the next person is going to be pottery making, I think, because she's the small business owner. So what does she like? I put it in her likes. She likes knitting, cross-stitch, singing, video gaming, pottery, and acting. Okay, so I'm going to go for pottery. And I think maybe she's might do knitting or cross-stitching, but those seem along the same lines. So I don't know. We're just going to stick with pottery and the small business. Oh, you need to fix that. Okay, I think this time we're going to do maybe 1 more painting and do a large classic and see if we can get enough. Because I need to be able to expand the one below me and also do a pottery wheel. And the only thing is that she is going to have something that I can sell next time for at least 50 simoleons so that she can do her painting. Oh, I can't even finish this aspiration. I completely forgot about this. View or admire 3 paintings at a museum. Yeah, that does not work. Okay, pottery wheel is 525 simoleons, and we also need a chair to sit in. So, yeah. Okay, 20 simoleons. We need to save at least that much for her. And what I did is I started a painting, and then maybe I'll let her finish it and just keep this painting on the wall to sell for her next one. Okay, I put her easel in her inventory because what I don't want is her to spend money on yeah, she'll spend money on paintings and it will be other people's money. So she's not allowed to paint while she's not active. Okay, Lorena, let's see if we can make money with pottery. I'm not sure how lucrative this is. I've never done it before. Oh, 70 simoleons? Well, that's not bad at all. Now, I realize that you can fire them and you can break them, and that makes them sell for more money. But right now, all I have is the pottery wheel. So I need to get a kiln and all that other stuff. And we're going to save that for later. So basically, right now, she's just trying to get enough to survive on. And then Vivian, she has to buy Vivian a woodworking table. So Vivian is going to be making money through handiness. Jaylene keeps making money. It's funny. Okay. Maybe I can get Jaylene a shower. No, Jaylene has a shower. What does Jaylene really need in here? Oh, I can break it. But if I break it, I don't know if can she fix it on the pottery wheel, or does she have to fix it on a counter? I'm not going to take a chance because, well, I could always make another one. I'm going to try breaking it. What does that do? Okay, can I now fix it? Oh, it requires pottery skill level 7. Okay, well, we'll have to put that one in our inventory and save it for later. Okay, 10 simoleons for the writer. Oh, this is going to be tough. Now, I know Little Miss Sam has a banking app that allows you to keep people's simoleons separately, but you kind of have to manually track it and deposit it into each other's accounts unless you have a job. I think for jobs, you can have it auto deposit into the Sims bank account that owns it. But I'm not sure about royalties, like from books and things. It would be nice if I could keep everybody's simoleons separate. But I think the only way to do that is to have them as separate households, like with for rent, which wouldn't work because you couldn't expand the walls if you lived in a unit. Okay, let's see how far we can get with this. Okay, the woodworking table is 750. Is there a cheaper one? No, there's more expensive ones. Candle making is only 550 though. I think we're going to stick with woodworking. Okay, and I still cannot repair this. Oh, she's starting to burn out. That is not good. Okay, her pottery is still level 5, so I'm going to have to leave her something. Maybe we can craft ourselves a vase. Okay, and I need at least 5 simoleons to craft a knife block. So let's just stop doing that. Maybe you'll be able to pick it up later. Yeah, you can pick it up later. So hopefully she doesn't scrap it. I'm not sure what she'll do if she's left alone. Okay, Vivian, you're next. You're our handy sim. Oh, and you were going to be a musician. Well, I think I'm going to allow maybe the mix station and start with that because licensing songs is going to be really hard to make money with. For the Mix Master music station, we need 1,500 simoleons. That is a lot of money. What about DJ booths? Okay, we have the one that is 575 simoleons, but that needs 3 spaces. Yeah, we are not going to be able to put that there. Okay, the DJ booth down here. I'm not sure DJing is the way to go because it might not be possible to earn enough money, but we'll see. We don't need any leftover money, that's for sure. All right, well, I'll get her the DJ booth. Hopefully she doesn't set herself on fire because, yeah, that is a thing. And then up here, we should get something for the floor. And that's basically all we can do. All right, well, here we go. Practicing DJing. You have to get your skill up before you can do anything. Oh, our last person is a botanist, or I think she's going to do flower arranging and also growing plants. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to get her yet. If we can't make very much money with this sim, what we might end up doing is just getting her the bare minimum of a planter pot. But we'll have to wait for it to be able to harvest. Oh, no, I got to get her a flower arranging table. Well, the DJ booth counts as practicing music. And what can she do now? She can play music genre and... Okay, so I'm not sure how much money I'm going to be able to make from this because she can't go to other lots and earn money by DJing. She can only do the mixtapes, and I forget what level you get that. Okay, unfortunately, now she cannot practice anymore, and we are only level 4. So what we might do is just turn this on and listen to alternative, because if we listen to music for 2 hours, that will advance us in our aspiration. And I'm hoping I can afford a moodlet silver. I don't think I'll be able to, though, because I need 500 simoleons for that. Okay, now we need to... Oh, I did get 500 simoleons, but we need to play an instrument for 1 hour while inspired. I can't do that. Now, unfortunately, I have all of these bad moods, and this is my only moodlet solver I'm going to get. I don't think she's going to make it. This is probably going to be my only chance, is to get high enough for her to make a mixtape. And no practice. Why are you doing singing songs? You're not allowed to dislike DJ mixing. Sorry. You're also not allowed to dislike dancing or media production, because you're probably going to use that as well. Oh, and singing. She has a lot of things that she needs to like. Okay, DJ mixing level 6. That's as far as we could get. And I still don't really see an ability to make a mixtape. And she's now not able to play. I think DJ mixing was a mistake. I probably should have done media production, but I wanted to do DJ mixing because it was cheaper to get this than it was to get the media station. Well, she did get earbuds. Should I let her sell those? I'm thinking yes, because it's actually something that she has in her inventory, and it's related to DJing, even though they're free. Okay, let's do this. If I allow her to sell these earbuds, can I expand and get a bush? Probably not. Maybe I can. Ooh, that's a tight squeeze. I wonder if she can go in there, because she can disco nap. That's the one good thing about her, is that I made her a dance machine. Hopefully her disco nap works in this bush. Now, I'm not sure. It says disco nap. Hopefully she does get the 3 up arrows that she normally gets. We're gonna go back to practicing. Oh, come on. Her disco nap only gets her 1 up arrow. Yeah, the bush is bugged. She's supposed to be able to get more than that. I'm going to have to get her a couch. I need this play an instrument for 1 hour while inspired. Okay, level 7. All right, I don't see anything new that we can do. Okay, I was able to get a Zuber's delivery, and hopefully we can save the second one for later. Oh no, there's a burglar. But they despawned. Okay. Maybe because I had nothing to steal. Okay, she's experiencing full-on brain block. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my next 7%. That's all I need, 7%. Oh, dancing reduces it a lot. Okay, so maybe she can dance and get rid of this. No, we don't want the ability to teleport because she'll teleport out of her confinement. I'm gonna say no to that one. Finally, DJ level 8. Okay, so how do we make a mixtape? Create a custom mix. Hopefully we can finish this before all of our buffs run out. Oh, because you can't resume these. I forgot about that. She's never gonna finish that in 2 hours. Okay, so she completed the musical genius aspiration and now she has 1,000 satisfaction points somehow. She became inspired for 1 second and just everything went by so quickly. Okay, for some reason, you just can't resume the mix. So I'm going to have to drink a moodlet solver and try to make a mix without being interrupted. No. No. She started a fire this whole time. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. It didn't burn the DJ booth. So, okay, I can't afford to do the surge protection on this. Is the only thing that's going to make this thing catch on fire is making a mix? Well, this is not going to go well. No! It broke. Seriously, it broke. Well, I guess she could sell the parts if she gets any parts from this. It didn't repair it. Why is it not repairing it? Alright, well, it repaired it. And, oh, I can resume this time for some reason. No idea why this one allows me to resume. I think maybe it wouldn't let me resume because there was a plate or something on top of this. You have to make sure that there's nothing sitting there in order to resume. Finally! DJ Mix 1. Because I have no better name for this. Okay, we can finally license a DJ song. We have to do it from the mailbox. So hopefully I have enough room in here for a mailbox. And of course I don't. Not sure she's going to be able to get to that. Okay, I am not able to license it. Oh, she has to be level 9 for that? Oh, really? Alright, well, then I guess we gotta practice a little bit more. Hopefully she doesn't burn out again. That would not be fun. Okay, finally, level 9. Alright, if I can't do this, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. And hopefully she gets something right away. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Oh, 180 simoleons. That is not that great. But maybe it'll be enough. It's enough to get this stupid lunchbox. But then I can't place it anywhere. Well, maybe it'll be usable right here. And I only have 64 simoleons. What do you need? Because you need the flower arranging table. Oh, I should have done this a different way. I definitely should not have made her do the DJ skill. The DJ skill is not good enough. Pretty sure you can't license a second one. Yeah, you have to wait another week. She's going to have to do some other skill. Can I buy another instrument for 64 simoleons? Probably not. Well, hopefully tomorrow Well, maybe it's 8:22. Do we get one at 10 a.m.? I can't remember when these things happen. Oh, she got another 86 simoleons. Okay, because it was 10 a.m. We do need to give the other guy his 8 simoleons, though. I don't think that's going to help. I don't think it's going to help. There's nothing else I can get. I'm going to let her buy a violin that is a crafted violin because, yep, that's all we can do. We have to license more than one song. This is 250 simoleons. And I think if I get the violin, I can also, or maybe I should get the guitar because the guitar allows me to do lyrics. I don't think you can do lyrics with a violin. Well, here's hoping we can do lyrics with the guitar and get our skill up. Okay, let's quit that. Oh, if she sings songs, she gains both singing and guitar. Okay, we can write lyrics now. Okay, we got another royalty. This time we got 154 simoleons. Why didn't I get that the first time? Well, you know what we're going to do? We are going to sell that DJ booth because we really don't need it. And then I am going to get myself a couch and a regular toilet. And now I can take disco naps. Okay, that took way too long, but I think we're going to be able to do it now. So, whenever 10 a.m. rolls around, she basically gets 100 simoleons or so. And what I really need to do, though, is purchase a vacuum because some of my other Sims have been having problems with dust bunnies. What? 325 simoleons. Okay, well, yeah, you don't need to do any of this anymore because you got enough. Well, no, she doesn't. She needs a flower arranging table. Okay, we got to keep doing that. All of Shauna's efforts are coalescing into a mastery perk, Creative Aura. If Shauna continues, she will be able to channel her experience into an aura that helps nearby Sims build creative skills. Well, that's not helpful. It's not harmful either. Finally, level 9. Now we can license these lyrics. Okay. Now we can get the flower arranging table and finally move on to the last sim. This has taken way too long. I did not expect it to take this long, but this is what you get for not testing. Okay, and I need 9 simoleons at least. Well, here we go. Here's the last sim that needs to get her toilet and her bed. Oh, and I didn't even get enough to... Great, I didn't get enough. All right, well, we're going to have to figure out how we can get 3 more simoleons. Well, we're just going to kind of sell the utilities for that one because this is the last one. So she needs enough to where she can actually get it to be profitable first. Really? Creative fog already? Well, unfortunately, one of the hardest ways to make money in The Sims is flower arranging, at least at first. It does get better later. I'm saved. Harvest Fest. Okay, how did you get a garden salad? Okay, I guess because there was no room, it like glitched into her inventory? Well, that's fortunate. Okay, so I need a fear begone, and that's unfortunately 300 satisfaction points. I can't get it yet. Because the reason why she's having so much trouble is because you lose money if you craft a poor flower arrangement, and you don't get very much money for a normal one. But she has this fear of failure, which means she's going to craft things that are lower quality. And her aspiration needs her to get level 4 gardening skill. Now, the gardening skill goes up so slow when you're just planting things. So what I might do is actually get her some books. Okay, now that she doesn't have a fear of failure, hopefully we can do this right. Okay, now the goal for Tabitha was to get Randolph able to do his other skill, because he was the one who started with the photography skill. So I think he's going to do nectar making. Well, this took a really, really long time, and I didn't expect it to. I think next time I definitely need to get some kind of baking application that keeps track of everyone's funds separately. So I might continue this series. Let me know in the comments if this is interesting at all and whether or not you want to try something like this. This is Charity. Thanks for watching.